What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and we're hearing politicians are now saying, if you vote for me and I'm in power after the midterm elections, I will get you stimulus and I will get you checks. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you buying it? Well, this is your breaking news stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, if you're a little bit skeptical, I gotta say, I can't blame you because this is not the first time that we've heard this. As you guys know, take a look at this. We heard this before from Democrats in the Georgia Senate runoff elections. Fate of $2,000 fourth stimulus checks could be determined by the Senate races. As we heard them say, if we win, afterwards, we're going to get you $2,000 stimulus checks. Now, keep in mind that was January of 2021. We are now in June of 2022, and people are saying, where are the checks? Take a look, you guys, in Georgia. Democrats close with populist pitch of vowing $2,000 stimulus checks. And we've heard that stimulus checks were the top provision that helped fight poverty during the pandemic and is the most popular by far. 80% of the population says, I'd take another check. I think that we could use them. Let me know your thoughts, you guys. But also, we're hearing that those promises were not kept, and that was even by the president himself. Take a look. Senator Bernie Sanders, over a year ago, had said, President Joe Biden, you got to send out $2,000 stimulus checks. Promises must be kept. You promised the American people $2,000 checks. You got to deliver on your promises. You can't play the American people for fools. Otherwise, don't expect for them to vote for you again in upcoming elections. And right now, that is the issue that they are facing in these upcoming midterm elections. And you guys, if you missed my last video on it, you might want to check it out, as Bernie Sanders is warning the president and Democrats, you waited too long to fulfill your promises. You messed up specifically on those checks. So you guys, if you missed it, check it out right after this one. But you guys, let me know your thoughts on this. Okay, so those were promises from Democrats and President Joe Biden. Well, now Republicans, they're seeing a window of opportunity. They're sitting back, letting Democrats fall apart, but now they're starting to get a little bit more aggressive. Now, if you missed it, fourth federal level checks have been presented by Republicans. Republican representative pushes $1,000 stimulus checks to all Americans on a federal level. Now, this came out last month. I've let you know things are going to ramp up as we get closer to these elections. They're going to get more aggressive. And take a look. If Republicans win, this just came out today. If they win in the midterm elections, watch for actions on gas tax holiday. They're saying, listen, we're going to address all of these gas prices that President Biden is saying he doesn't know what to do. Well, we're going to take control, and child tax credits and crime. Experts are saying Republicans, they're going to step up here very soon and start pushing these provisions, letting you know, if we win in the elections afterwards, you can expect Republicans to start taking control, addressing these issues, sending out the stimulus. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and take a look, you guys. A lot of people are starting to push for this now. Why racial justice organizations are calling on Congress to reinstate the enhanced child tax credit. And in case you were wondering, yes, Republicans are stepping up with proposals for child tax credits as well. We've heard from Senator Mitt Romney. Romney's pushing to revive child tax credits, and it's hinging on work requirements, though. Now, I'm going to get you all the details on his proposal. This had come out a little while ago, but we're hearing it's coming back right before midterm elections. So Democrats are proposing stimulus. They're going to be pushing to pass something. Republicans' strategy is very likely they're going to start proposing stimulus as well, but saying if we win, then after, you might see some stimulus. Let me know your thoughts, you guys. Now, I know a lot of people are probably just going to be outright upset because it's like this game for politicians to see who can be in power while the American people are suffering and hurting. But regardless of whatever unfolds, whoever's in power, I'm going to make sure that I report to you the latest and make sure you know what's happening, so that way you can stay informed about everything that is going on. But you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to share with you the details of what's being proposed by Republicans if they win, and I'm going to get you caught up on the latest. Now, before we dive in, if you could do me a quick favor, if you appreciate the updates, don't forget, smash the like button for me. It helps out the channel a ton. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here and you'd like to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not? Come join. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. I cite all my sources for you. I link them in the description. I put them on the screen, and I read right from the articles, so that way you know it is the latest information. And if you got any specific questions for me on any of this stuff, I'm easy to get a hold of. Just hop on Instagram, shoot me a DM at SteveRam3 and consider joining my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance in this economic environment that is chaotic. We're hearing a recession is on the way. Things are not looking good, and I'm going to make sure that you have all the information and updates that you need to make smart decisions with everything going on. And also, keep an eye out for state, city, and county checks, putting together a comprehensive list for my viewing community to make sure that you don't miss out on anything, because a lot of these checks on these different levels, they're only available for a limited amount of time, and we're hearing 90% of the people eligible don't even know they exist, and they're missing out. You don't know what you don't know, so I want to make sure that you know about everything. But with that being said, you guys, let's dive into these proposals coming out from Republicans for more stimulus. All right, guys, so first up, let's talk about these child tax credits, which is one of the main provisions we're hearing from Republicans that they're going to be pushing, and also we'll see if they're going to be bringing up other ones as well, like stimulus checks, getting rid of the federal gas tax, an assortment of different things to try to entice voters to vote for them in these upcoming midterm elections, and maybe we'll have a Republican Congress with a sitting Democratic president. Let me know your thoughts, you guys, but take a look at this. Romney pushes to revive the child tax credits, and it hinges on work requirements. And if you're wondering about Senator Joe Manchin, he's on board for this as well. That's right. We're going to be getting to that here in just a second. But take a look. What's in Romney's plan? Well, Romney's proposal, which hasn't been introduced as legislation yet as of the time of this when it was written, which was a little while back, it stems from his Family Security Act, a bill that would pay benefits in monthly checks of up to $350 per child and makes it fully available for individuals making less than $200,000 a year or couples making $400,000 a year or less. Now, his original child tax credit proposal did not include work requirements, but Romney said that he's adding that in to satisfy senators on both sides of the aisle, a nod to Senator Joe Manchin, who we had heard before. He was concerned that families that were receiving this weren't going to be spending it on the children. They were going to be using it for other items that they shouldn't be, things that I can't say on YouTube. Now, take a look. He said, I've spoken with enough Democrats, including Senator Joe Manchin, that insist that that's essential. And by the way, a number of Republicans as well say that's absolutely essential. There has to be a work requirement saying, listen, we'll send out these provisions to help out families, but we just want to make sure that we're not incentivizing parents not to go out and get work, that they're not going to just be living off of this, that it's just an additional support and aid as we're struggling with our economy at this time. So you guys, this is one of the proposals that's being pushed by Republicans. They're saying send out stimulus to help out people, and they're saying that they will do it if they are in power. Now, right now, as you know, Democrats are in full control of Congress, and that's why they're getting such pushback right now, because Americans, people, they're criticizing them, saying, listen, you're in control of the House, you've got a 50-50 Senate with a vice president that's a Democrat, meaning you have the majority, and you've got the presidency. Why can't you unify and get it all together and pass things through? Now, a lot of fingers are pointing at Senator Joe Manchin, but he's vocalizing concern about inflation, which, as we see, is pretty high right now. It's pretty intense. So right now, let me know your thoughts. Would you side with Republicans for getting out more provisions? Would you trust them over Democrats that are currently sitting that are pushing for provisions? Do you think it will be contingent upon Democrats getting things done before elections? Let me know your thoughts, you guys. But right now, this is currently on the table being proposed, and we're likely going to be seeing Republicans ramping up, maybe getting more aggressive as we get closer to these elections, saying if we become in control in Congress, we will help you out with more stimulus. So there you have it, you guys. That is the latest. And also, we're likely going to be seeing more of this on state levels and federal levels. And if you missed my video earlier this morning, you might want to check it out, as they're finally starting to remember right before elections that there's all of this leftover money just sitting there that could be tapped in to send out checks and provisions and all of these things to help out people, and it would not add further to debt and inflation. So I'll be sure to keep you up to date on that. As I mentioned, things are going to be picking up as we get closer day by day to these elections, and I will be sure to keep you up to date every step of the way. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me here on the channel. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, if you appreciate the content, the updates on everything going on, smash that like button for me. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If you'd like to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not? Come join the Ram fam. I'll let you know everything going on. Just take a quick second, smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you're notified right away as soon as updates come out. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. Consider joining the second channel, Steve Ram Finance. And with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me once again. I will catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.